Today we're going to improve the dust collection on this Dewalt saw. We're going to remove the factory dust collection system, and we're going to add a system to it that I picked up recently. We're going to install this, we're going to test it, and at the end I'll give you all the information on where you can purchase this. So stick around. Following the instructions given to us with the new unit, the first thing we're going to do is remove this dust chute. The Torx 20 or T20, the bolt's right here, so we're going to loosen that up, remove it. Then we're going to slide this backwards. And then remove it through the back. So there's our original dust chute removed. Now the angle on this is down here. The new one's going to mount up here, so it's going to grab the dust differently. So that's why it should greatly improve the dust collection. So let's move to the next step. Step 2 is to remove the guide rail here. It's a T27, and then we're going to roll this up and clamp this up so it's out of the way. Don't lose this bolt. We're going to need to reattach this when we're done. And then we have the guide clamped up and out of the way. Just watch your fingers when you're working around this so you still have a sharp blade. And always make sure your tool is unplugged, please. So next we need to remove this part here. Now this little piece is in the way, so we're going to remove this first, and then we're going to remove this full unit. Make sure your saw is all the way forwards in the locked position. And the first thing we're going to do is remove this deflection guard. In the instructions he tells you to flip the saw over. I think I can do this with the saw upright. We need to remove this little piece here so we can get access to the T27 screw in the back that holds this in place. So let's remove this first. Get that out of the way. Now I'm going to loosen that with 27s, the T27s. That one's a bit tight. We have one more on the outside here. Okay, now that's removed. Now we're ready to install a new dust chute. And it comes with two 5mm Allens. So you need an Allen key to install this. And we're going to mount this to exactly what we just taken off. I'll start one screw, but don't tighten it up. And get the other one started first. So it's going to make it a lot easier for you. Alright. Make sure it's tight so it doesn't loosen up on us. Okay, that looks good. Okay, let's remove our clamp and reinstall our guide rail. Tighten it up. Okay. You can see this fits nicely behind that. It's not going to interfere. So now let's install our dust collection hose, and we'll get this hooked up and see how it cuts. Or see how it collects dust, I should say. So this is a pretty good fit. So we're just going to try to turn this and spin it on. There we go. It sounds pretty secure. Now we're going to mount it to the plug back here. The kit supplies us with this attachment point and this tie wrap or tie strap that we were going to unloosen this bolt here that holds the cord and put this through and bolt it all back together again. And then we're just going to hold the hose and we're going to secure it like this. So this is the T20, like the other bolt. So we're going to loosen that up. So we're going to take our attachment point and put it underneath a piece that holds the cable. Put our bolt through. It's a pretty small hole, so we'll spin it through there like that. Now we're going to attach it. Pull this out. I'm not going to fully tighten it down yet until we get this thing strapped in. Pull this over. That's pretty good. The attachment's going to be here to our extractor. So we'll tighten this all the way down now. Okay. Let's unlock this and let's see if it interferes at all. Rolls with the saw nice. Alright, let's get a dust extractor hooked up this thing and let's test it. Now the dust collection is fully installed. I have it hooked up to the vac system for the saw. We're going to pull in closer and we're going to see exactly how good this dust collection is. Now, the guy who makes this says it's not 100%, but it's vastly improved over what came with the factory piece. So we're going to find out. Here's something I wanted to point out too, is after I installed the dust collection, I decided to put on a new blade. So I swapped it out from the old Dewalt blade to this nice CMT 80 tooth blade. It was a little more difficult changing the blade with this on there, but it's not impossible. All right, so let's make some cuts and we'll see how good this thing is. All right, cut number 1. It's a little close to see how it looks. Okay, so we've seen it's pulling a lot of dust, but there is dust escaping still. And take a look here. See here, now there's nothing underneath the saw, which I probably should get something to vacuum while the saw is running to get whatever's going underneath the plate here. Let's go around back. You can see we got some dust, not a lot, but there is some. So it's not 100%, but it is vastly improved over what the original stock dust collection was. So it's looking to a little bit of cleaning. Maybe we can, I can figure out a way to get this a little bit better. And time will tell. We'll check it out. All right, guys. If you're interested in this product, I will leave a link to it down below. Don't forget to comment. Give me a comment. Let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. It will help this channel out greatly. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.